Hey everyone, CaptainOwl here, and today I'm going to show you 3 unique house builds slash base builds for your worlds in 1.16, the Nether update. So I am joined by Peter J. Pan in his aircraft. Come down, Peter.
Ahoy there.
So these are our builds here today. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Well, as you can see here, there are 4 different types of buildings. Now, each one has a different type of theme and design. Well, 3 of them have the same sort of design, but the other one's a bit different. Let's just keep that as the abnormal one, because everyone likes a bit of an abnormal one. So, as you can see, they've all used the same type of blocks, which would be spruce, as spruce works quite well when you're using it in medieval builds.
Also, you really like spruce, don't you?
Yes, spruce is my best friend.
You're like, it's like your favorite block.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
So, let's get down to business. So, the first house. Simple little medieval house. Made up of about 2 levels, with each one being quite simplistic. If you look at it, it's a small area. It's good for a survival house if you're really trying to show off to your friends as well. With your little bits of detail. Uses sea lanterns as a way to light up your path in the dead of night, whenever that may be. And it's also known as the Plains House, because it can work mainly in the Plains biome, of which you may advance your little civilization in.
Now, I could definitely see an average player, or maybe even a avid builder, building this in their survival world in 1.16. What do you think?
Yeah, it is a really simplistic build as well. I mean, the materials needed for this one are literally stone, wood, glass, and the sea lanterns are mainly optional, as you can have them part of the build or have them removed. It depends on how you want it. With a reasonable amount of size and enough, the size enough to keep the mobs away at night, because they're always watching you.
Now, on to the next build. This one's a little bit bigger and has a more elaborate design.
This one is used with several different types of blocks. The interesting one being prismarine, dark prismarine if you must, with dark prismarine having a nice theme when it comes to roofs, as dark prismarine can give it a more of a mystical, elvish sort of theme, which many people use it for in many different build types.
Not only elvish.
Yes, I suppose more than that. Mainly fantasy.
I would say it's more Nordic.
Actually, yeah, I guess in a way, yeah. It's known as like the winter house and that sort of theme, so it can work with that sort of logistic.
Now, I really like the texture on the side that he included in his build, as well as the shape. The shape is probably one of the most outstanding parts of this build. Why did you choose the shape, Peter?
Well, I chose the shape because the shape was more elaborate than many others. So, for instance, that shape can allow for it to be looking... It gives... How should I describe this? In such a manner that allows you to... Basically, it can look in very intriguing with a sort of front outlet. So, it more expands forwards and makes it so it looks much more complex. And... in a way, that makes it more complex, but simple for the actual builder. From a distance, you can see it as this amazing house. Yet, you know in your heart, it wasn't that hard to make, yet all your friends are sitting there stunned with their jaws wide open like fish.
Now, the next building that we have, or base, shall I say, is more of a Space Needle base. I don't really know how to describe this one. This one is insane. This one is really big, has a lot of detail to it, and has many floors.
Now, with this build, yes, it does have that, and it is made up of 3, if not 4 different floors, with the top one being a little, if you must, lookout bit, as the entire thing's a lookout. This build can mainly be used within the mountainous biomes, as for its good size allows it to oversee any kingdoms or any terrain that you wish to view.
You could also use it in the plains biome. It would be easier to spot.
It would be good as well. However, I think the mountains can work well because mountains are really bloody tall. But yes, as well as this build is made up of 3 main compartments. The first one being the sort of barracks with anvils, furnaces, and crafting tables for you to forge your weapons with the molten steel of ironworks. The second one is made up of the chest area, also seem a bit like a lost library, with enough chests to fill your entire inventory full of diamonds, and make sure you store these away so no little villains try and collect them. And thirdly, if not many people's favourite, the sleep area, where you can store all your little precious valuables right next to you as you sleep, knowing they are perfectly well defended, and if anybody tries to attack you, you're going to hear them coming up that ladder in the middle.
I really like this shape just because it reminds me of the Space Needle in Germany. Have you ever seen that? The Space Needle in Germany?
I do believe I have.
Yeah,
Yes.
how there's multiple levels to it. Is that where you got your inspiration?
My inspiration mainly with this one was that I was trying to make a lookout tower for airships, as airships are my main sort of build theme. And airships are always known to be quite high in the sky. And this was going to be a lookout tower for airships. For instance, airships normally are quite high in the sky, and you can't really get to them without being high in the sky. Now, it didn't turn out that way though. Eventually, the build advanced to a point where it even astonished me in how detailed I made it, as for this is the first type of build I have ever made, or I have ever seen on Minecraft.
Yeah, this is a truly spectacular build. Thank you for showing us, Peter. Now, on to the last build. This one he made within 5 minutes of just being bored, I guess. Why did you make this?
Because I was bored. Mainly because the theme of it was quite... I was taking in the theme of all these three into like sort of one, and also I wanted to revise my building techniques because the other houses I have made for a bit of a while back. However, this one actually shows creativity within just a single moment or brief interval, if you must. As for it's made up of different compartments, such as you can have these extended part of the roofs, which when you build this sort of thing, may not really stand out to you. However, once you add them, they can really astonish you and make you really question its detail and level of expertise that went into it.
So guys, if you guys want to check out Solvoid's channel, his link will be in the description below. But other than that, that is it for the 4 house/base builds. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, hoot on.